Are we live? I think we're live. Okay, it wants me to have it like this.
Oh.
Unfortunately. Alright. Tarot readings.
We want our crystals in the shop. They just make it.
Do they though?
They did.
I feel like it kind of got weird. It's better that way.
It's fine, we don't need them. They're just for energy.
Alright. So, tarot. Oh, that is not what we want. Wonder if maybe did something like that. That's not gonna work. You don't want me to touch your deck? No, it's no green screen. Yeah. All right, we're just gonna do this with viewers or no viewers. So we're gonna do a tarot reading. Who wants a reading?
A teating.
Who wants
a teating? It's like a reading, but we spill the tea on your energy.
Okay, no, I'm gonna do a different thing. Alright. Oh, we have 3 people. Alright.
Yeah, we do.
Alright. Alright, we're giving tarot readings, everybody. And Sarah and I are gonna do readings together. And we're just doing a practice run. So does anybody have any question or anything? Hello. We're doing readings. Do you have a question you'd like to ask? We have 19 people. Readings. All right, you know what? We're just going to do a general reading for everybody. Start laying out
a little
cards.
bit of the collective.
All right, so let's just start with Aries. Okay, so you're doing well and you're kind of getting more in touch with your emotional side, and move slow with how you're maneuvering through life and your feelings right now. Ooh.
Yeah, there's a lot of romance, I think, brewing in your sphere. I'm almost wondering if there's someone that you're yearning to talk to, or you're getting to know someone, or you want to make that bid for connection with them.
Even like your spiritual self or your higher self, you can see the dove entering the cup, almost like a communion. And that could signify that you're almost coming into feeling who you really are spiritually. And it could have an overflowing feeling onto the rest of the world, which could honestly raise the vibration of everybody else.
Let's get a couple more right here. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So I'm thinking, again, this has to do with your romantic life, love. Possibly you've been feeling like you've been having a difficult time in the love life department. It's been kind of a burden for you. Maybe you're struggling with either relationships in the past, or you feel like your feelings have not been reciprocated with people. But like we said in the first couple of cards, if this is a romantic reading, then I would say ending with this shows that you are going to end up finding someone that's going to be good for you.
I'm going to jump in and say also don't overbear yourself. Don't weigh yourself down to the point where you will miss opportunity. And be really clear about what your intentions are and why you're going into this love relationship or any new relationship for that matter, because it's super important to keep an open means of communication so you can build that bond with each other, especially if it's something new. We always are challenged by having too much on our plate at once, and it can cause us to not see new opportunity. So be really clear about what your intention is with this new person or this new feeling or this new means of connection with others or your higher self. Oh yeah, a lot of love, a lot of cups, and walk away from the things that are spilled so you can create those new connections with others. And don't be afraid to build something and then realize that it's just not for you. Anything you want to add?
I'm just seeing again how you've been hurt in the past, and something good is coming your way. That's what I'm getting this whole time.
Gotcha.
Hmm. It looks like you've been working really hard, either in a career sense, in a bettering yourself sense. I'm kind of moving away from the romance topic now, and I'm going more into, I'm feeling more about the material earth energy here with the pentacles. It looks like you've been working really hard and you have something to show for it, and now you're getting to the point, or you will be soon getting to the point where you're able to share your wealth with others. You're able to share this newfound growth that you've had within yourself.
Excellent. Excellent. And also find balance in your sharing. Don't overshare, because if you tend to overshare, you're actually going to give away a lot of that work that you've built for yourself, and then you won't have much to show afterwards for. Oh, yeah, definitely don't overshare. This is not a good time to overshare. The spiritual world or God or whatever you want to think of will strike you down. Do not fill your basket to the point, or empty your basket to the point where it comes too much. Really make sure to use your words and your boundary. Okay, somebody wants a general for what's ahead in this month. Yes, we can do
Okay,
that for you, Andrew. We got you. All right, shuffle the deck.
All right, this is for Andrew. Andrew.
Reading for Andrew. He wants 3 cards.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
And that again.
All right, Andrew. All right, Andrew, I'm kind of seeing, take your projects that you've been working on and be confident to walk away from them and allow them to grow so that you can kind of have a new thing coming your way for change.
Yep.
And be super enthusiastic about this new change, because you might feel like you're in the bottom of a new journey, but honestly, that's the best time to learn from that and keep going. Make sure that your desires are completely pure in this new journey, and know that you kind of those other things that you've worked on, especially emotionally, in your back pocket, so you can lean back on yourself and know that you have some stability in those things that you've worked on in the past, especially emotionally, spiritually, and also psychically.
Yeah, to just kind of build off of that, reiterate what he was saying, it looks to me like possibly this past month you've been going through it emotionally. You've been having some challenges lately. And with the death in the middle card, it looks like this is kind of saying that's coming to an end for you. And you're going to end up coming out on the other side this month positively. It could be having to do with your finances. It could be something that's sparking growth physically, maybe with your physical body or your career. I'm just something in the material plane is probably it.
He says he's going through it emotionally. We're here for you, Andrew.
Absolutely, yeah.
We're here for you, Andrew.
This card right here is definitely saying something is going to spark some joy back into you this month. So
I
keep
agree.
your head up for sure.
I agree. And make sure that you keep your mind balanced with your emotions and your feelings. Okay, we've got another question from Tree of Life. So let's get a question for Tree of Life. It says, when will I meet my love partner and something about him? All right, Tree of Life, we're going to lay down three cards for you.
Tree of Life.
And if you're enjoying these readings, please subscribe to support the channel. That's all we ask. Okay. Don't worry, Tree of Life. This is a good sign. Means that you're waking up.
Okay.
Okay. One more, please. Awesome. All right.
Another one going into a positive note, and I want to give one more, and this is going to be more about who this person is. Okay. So, what I'm getting off the bat is that it has not been easy for you. You've been reflecting on how your past relationships were going, the challenges that you faced in that relationship, things that went wrong, things that weren't serving you, and you want to learn how to find balance in your new relationship.
They want to know when.
When?
Yeah, they've been single for 5 years. They're saying it in the chat.
Okay. So I think that's what this is getting at, as you've been feeling alone. You've been reflecting, wondering like, what's going on? Why haven't I found someone? I think you need to have more balance in your thinking. Don't be so hard on yourself. Flip your perspective a little bit on and your confidence and how you're viewing the world. I do think with this more celebratory card here, it's in the cups, so that's love, that could be romance, that could just be friends in general. Lean into some opportunities to just have fun. I honestly, personally, am not good with timelines. I don't know if it's...
I have a timeline.
Okay, you can go with the timeline.
I have a time for them.
Okay.
All right. Here you go, Tree of Life. I'm thinking that the seasons of air are your best bet. So we're looking at Libra, Aquarius, and
Gemini.
So
Well, that's why I think your new partner, the person showing up, is going to probably be an air sign.
I think so too.
That's what I was
That's thinking. Right when we got the Ace of Swords, I knew exactly that was the sign. So you're going to be looking for the seasons of Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. So we just passed Gemini, so we are in Cancer right now. So one more season, or 2 more seasons, 1 or 2 more seasons, one more season, and you'll be back into your into the sign that you want to be working for and looking for him.
So you're thinking around September.
September. And I want to encourage you to go out and celebrate with friends. You're going to find this partner in your social life.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm thinking so too, but don't lose balance in being alone and keeping your eyes open as well. I feel like this is kind of the realization of really wanting a partner and not, being there. They say they don't have a social life in this September. All right, I really want you to I really want you to go out and do activities. Like this is crucial for you to meet your partner. You go out and do something that you haven't done before. Go to a what are some fun activities? Go to a meditation place. Go and meditate and just keep going until you start to meet people afterwards. You have to put yourself out there. There's this thing in spirituality that's called, it's the story, and I'm going to tell you the story real quick. So there was a monk, and he kept praying and praying and praying for food in a closet, and he was starving himself. And finally, he realized that he wasn't ever going to get food unless he left the closet. Nobody was going to bring this monk food. And essentially, we can put in all the spiritual work and all the spiritual activities, but we have to actually go out there and do it. So this is kind of what it's saying. Get out of the bed, get out there, find some balance in your life, and surround yourself with others. Okay, Tree of Life wants to know what kind of person will he be and his profession. All right, Tree of Life, we're going to do one card for that. What kind of person is he going to be?
I mean,
what's his profession?
I'm just going to say, when I pulled that Ace of Swords, like I said, I'm thinking air sign. I think an intellectual, someone who's smart.
He's going to be really connected to nature. So he's going to work in nature. He's going to possibly be in more of an urban area. What's his profession? I'm getting like biologist or biochemist or something that's going to have to be maybe even agriculture. He's going to work with plants. And he's also going to want to share that with you. So really surround yourself with things that are outdoors, or like I mentioned, meditation earlier. You could even do like a walking meditation or a hiking retreat. And this is almost saying that he's going to approach you, but you have to leave yourself open. If you look at the image, the girl, her arms are wide open. So you have to be open to this male figure. You have to be receptive to it. That is key to finding your new partner. Like I said, I'm getting the feeling this is going to happen in a natural area, or he's going to be connected to nature somehow for his profession. That is either biology, biochemistry, chemistry itself, but he's not going to be a tech person. He's going to be somebody that works with nature. Do you need anything else, Tree of Life? Or anybody else have any questions? We are taking questions. It may even be somebody that you knew previously. Will it be a lifetime relationship from Tree of Life? Do you want to do this one? Mm-hmm. All right. We're finding she said
I'm going to get a clarifier here.
They say they don't want any casual, they want permanent.
Okay.
That's a good card. Okay. How many clarifiers do you need?
Yeah, I got a lot of clarifiers here. Honestly, what I think is that unless you go through the emotional work and you feel confident in yourself, like we were talking about, adding balance and being so strong within yourself that you are almost indifferent to this situation, if that doesn't happen, then what's going to end up happening is you're going to get into a situation where it's just not going to work out. There's going to be insecurities there, and it might not be long term. If you want this to be long term, you need to make sure that you feel good about yourself, because no one can fix those insecurities that you have. You need to go into yourself. You need to feel good emotionally. And I think then that's how you're gonna get a stable king. Well, knight, but you're gonna get a stable relationship there. I think if you don't go through that, then it's just gonna be this kind of, I wouldn't say a fling. I think it could be longer than that, but it would be a little less lifetimey than you were looking for. So I think that's just heeding a warning about looking within yourself and making sure that you don't rush into anything just for the sake of rushing into something. But like I said, if we're waiting till September and you work on yourself and you're doing the things that we're talking about, you go out there, I think something like when you start detaching yourself from the situation, that's where you just start to draw people in. You know, if you're not worried about finding someone, if you're just okay with yourself and you start putting yourself out there and going on those retreats or going to a meditation group or something that we're talking about, then you're just naturally going to find them. So I think if you find them in that way, it will end up being a longer term one.
Okay, so could you please pull out the 9th card? I'm inclining towards it. Okay, so the Hermit. Okay. I wanna jump in here. I kind of want to fill in some of these gaps. And I do want to focus in on the Hermit and the Moon. Now, first of all, what strikes me is that the Moon is 18 and the Hermit's 9. So that's basically 2 Hermits. And what's interesting is that you can see the Hermit's face inside of the Moon, and it's overwatching these creatures. So essentially, what is going on is that to be successful in this long-term relationship, there has to be evolution going on inside of your activities and evolution with each other. You guys have to be able to evolve with each other, because if there's no evolution between you and your significant other, it's going to not be the healthiest thing that it can be. You also need to shine the light of the path for both of each other to evolve, because if that's not happening, then it's just going to not be the most potential that the relationship can have. You can see in this card that the field is open. The knight is waiting for the crops to come up. He's waiting to sow the seed. You guys have got to be able to evolve and create each other into the most divine beings that you can. Whether it's finding hobbies together, enriching each other's lives, but this is key. Okay, so they want the 9th card out of the deck. All right.
Okay.
We're going to lay it. Okay, so we're going to count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here we go. 9. The High Priestess.
Again, looking inward.
I couldn't have thought of a better card. I couldn't have thought of a better card. I couldn't have thought of a better card. Listen, I've been getting this weird feeling about this entire reading that this is just the periodicity of your life. And essentially, we've got a huge influence of the Moon here. Now, Moon, it has to do with psychic energy, but also the cycles of life. So you're kind of at a low point right now, but it's definitely going to dip back up. And when you feel that dipping back up, you're going to feel that evolution that I was talking about, that divine guidance towards your most civilized person, you and your partner. So just keep your fields open and lean back into the memories that you've had of the past, but don't let them affect your future, because as soon as that happens, it's not going to be well. We all wish things could happen. We all want things to happen. But essentially, we have to lean in towards the future and learn from the past. The High Priestess traditionally has to do with memory and psychic energy. But memory is what guides our evolving force towards our most divine self, and to shine the path onto others and their own evolution is key. So all of these cards together is kind of pointing towards showing the way of evolving with each other in our relationships. We're doing a relationship reading, specifically for Tree of Life, but this can be for anybody. Keep your fields open, shine the way for each other so you both can evolve into your best self. Be joyful, be open to each other's emotions, and also communicate. That is key. All right, so we're going to keep going. Does anybody else have another question? Okay, Tree of Life, you do meditation. Excellent. I want to encourage you to go to a meditation studio. I want you to... Yes, what's your question, Kath? We're taking questions. New question. Yeah, no problem, Tree of Life. We're just here getting some practice in. I hope it helped out. Keep your eyes open during the season of air. So Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Yeah, Kath, we're ready for your question whenever you are. Okay, I don't know if Kath is still here. Just throw some cards out. You can start reading again. Okay. Oh, Kath has got the... Can I know about the feelings and the thoughts of N, in quotes? He's Aries. About me, Aries. So, Kath, you're Aries, and N is also Aries, correct? It's two really powerful signs, really fiery signs. Okay, so they're both Aries.
Okay.
All right, go for it. We're gonna get you an answer right now, Kath. Oh. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm going to bed. She's still here, Kath. She's just laying out cards.
Oh, I got that.
Okay. So Kath is waiting. All right, Kath. My better half. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this reading. Kath, I really want you to find balance in who you are and realize that even if some cups are spilled over, even if some emotions are spilled over and there's some things from the past, you just let them rest. Recenter yourself. See this woman here? She's completely centered. All right, you know what? Kath left. Kath, are you still here? Okay, Kath is still here. All right. So I really want you to recenter yourself, even if some of the cups have been spilt over. And what will happen is that N, he will kind of be reinvigorated because he'll be like, what is going on? Why is she kind of like recentering herself? We had a little bit of a turbulent past, but I don't want you to completely ignore him. I want you to just kind of be like, hey, I'm kind of being a moon in Libra right here and recentering myself and finding balance with who I am and finding your tranquil self. Now, what's going to happen is that all of those things, all of those cups that spilt over, they're going to kind of come to a resting point. And you guys are going to realize that you actually really want each other. You guys want to celebrate each other. He is feeling like he can almost take advantage of the situation right now. Like he feels like he's got all of the means of emotional power right now. So kind of, I really want you to take a step back and just don't let him be as manipulative of who you are and your kindness, because as long as he feels like he has that power over you, he's not going to keep that will or that thriving vigor towards almost like chasing you, almost like wanting that relationship with you. So I really want you to just kind of be a moon in Libra, and recenter yourself and just go inward for a little while, because as long as he feels like he's got emotional control over you and he's got like some, feeling power in quotes over you, his ass is going to be celebrating all the time and he's not going to be chasing you. So you need to put his ass to rest.
I completely agree.
You need to kind of be like, hey, I know what's going on. I actually have reasoning power and I'm just going to look inward for a while because you think that you have all the control over me, and that's not it, man. We are not going to be celebrating this harvest together until you get yourself under control. So I want you to take back some of that emotional power, put it in your back pocket, Kath, because you got this, girl. Do not let him control you. Do not do it. You want to make his ass pray. You see these people in the corner here? You see how one of them's praying to the other? That needs to be you and him. He needs to be like a little dog running towards you, wishing that he had you back, begging for more. Was that helpful?
Pardon Nick's sass, but overall the principles were pretty accurate. That's what I'm getting from the cards as well. Is there anything else that we could help with that, or any other questions?
Okay, so
Okay, we're gonna
wants
switch gears.
what's
Thank you,
coming
Kath.
in love towards me? What's coming
love.
in love towards
A lot of love tonight. This is
we have a
for
discussion, and I was wondering if I have to go talk to him. I would say Kath, from your reading, I would say hold on talking to him.
yeah.
And definitely let him think on what he's doing and the past feelings that you've had. All right, we're gonna work on to Javitha's question. What's coming in for love towards Javitha?
I will say it might come unexpectedly and with a swiftness. Is one of you an earth sign? Or, well, I guess you either you're an earth sign or an air sign.
Okay, Kath is taking our advice, which is good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that you should let him come to you, Kath. That's me personally. That's at least what the cards were saying. You really want him to. You need to know that he wants it just as bad as you do, if that makes any sense. And having him come to you while you're kind of thinking about everything would really show that.
But
So-
going back to Javitha, I'm sorry if I'm completely mispronouncing your name.
Javitha?
Javitha, I'm so sorry. It's probably not at all close. But back to your question here. I am actually seeing something pretty positive. I'm seeing something coming kind of soon. Um, just right here, it's coming in pretty fast in a good way. I think you're going to meet someone unexpectedly, and you guys are going to kind of just hit it off. And with this card, I'm kind of getting that you've been working on yourself and you've been feeling pretty good. You've been filling your own cup, having good energy, and you're ready to share it with someone. And I think whatever you've been doing for yourself has clearly been working to the point where now your energy is spilling over and you're meeting someone that's going to be fun and some good vibes for you. So I'm excited for you, actually.
Okay, Javitha says, yeah, that's good. Okay, and then Kath says, thank you. What's our names? Our names are Sarah and Nicholas. If you subscribe, we'll do this more often. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
this
you,
has
Kath.
been fun. Thank you for allowing us to practice with you guys.
Anshuman says he wants 3 guidance cards for romance.
Okay.
All right, we're going to answer Anshuman's question, 3 guidance cards for romance. I might take the lead on this one. Or I'll do 1 and then you can do 2. Oh, this is good. I'll take the first 2. All right, so I really want you to stay open, stay lively, feel like you're young. If you don't feel like you're young, this is going to be really difficult. So what I want you to do is find a new hobby or a new journey to go try. And he's young. He is 23. Perfect. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is start to shape yourself and the nature around you. And what will happen is that people will start to take notice in a good way. And your love and your romance life will naturally occur in this way. And I'll tell you what, you're going to see a lot of wealth in your romance life. He says, make Zoya romantically attracted to me. Okay, let's get one last card. This is how Zoya is going to be romantically attracted to you. Unbind yourself, friend. Unbind yourself. Whatever's holding you back, Zoya is taking attention to that. So whatever is keeping you, unbind yourself. Whatever you are bound to, take it away. This could be parents. This could be friends. Whoever's holding you back from Zoya romantically being interested in you. This could be a job that she doesn't like. I'm kind of getting the feeling that it's a thinking pattern. So it's something you may have said to her.
I'm almost thinking that it is you're clinging to the idea of her. Maybe.
I'm not getting that.
Sorry. I am thinking almost you're having such a longing for this person or such an attachment that it's almost creating resistance. So like he's saying, unbind yourself, be a little bit more easygoing about it all, detach a little bit. And I think that actually ends up bringing someone's interest into your field even more, as paradoxical as that is. Because you want to try and do it a little with pure intentions. If you're just letting go a little bit, knowing that you're only doing it to get her attention, then that doesn't add up. It's all about your energy, right? So focusing on you, getting out a little bit, that could help.
Nice. He says that actually resonates. He says he's unbinding himself, and thank you. He says he thinks he's dominating, and then he says, absolutely, you're right. So I got to let go and give her space and detach. You know what? If that's resonating with you, try it out. Try it out. All right, let's take another question. We're taking questions. Thank you, Anshuman.
Thank you.
Kath wants to know how often we do a live. You know, Kath, if enough people enjoy this, we'll try to do a live once every other day. Or maybe even tomorrow. We might do it again tomorrow. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoyed it, Kath. We like providing the service. Let's do a general reading for the world.
Oh, for the world. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do a
I was thinking
general
about
reading.
the audience, but let's
The
do
audience?
Let's just do. I mean, the audience is a
Let's do the
microcosm of
audience.
the world.
Let's do the audience. All right, I like that. We're going to do a general reading for all of you guys, whoever's still here. And Sarah's going to take the lead on this one. Oh, that's a great card.
That is great because that is showing a new spark of life and a freshness, a newness. Maybe you're stepping into something that is that you're not really familiar with, something that is bringing you joy that you have not tried before. It could even just be getting interested in tarot or, just embarking on a new journey. Let me see. What else could this be about?
I also want to add, feel a rebirthing of yourself through that. Allow yourself to rebirth. We are constantly, every second in our lives, we're going through a rebirthing process.
Yep, that's literally what it's saying right here. This is the beginning of something new. This is the out with the old and in with the new, my friends. Okay, so.
Kath says we have good energy.
Thank you, Kath.
Ooh.
Okay, so yeah, out with the old, in with the new, but also building upon all that you've grown and all that you've accomplished in the old. It wasn't for you. It may not have been exactly what you wanted, but that's just part of your journey, and you had to get through some things in order to grow and to be where you are today. So, it's getting rid of the old, but you're still having a piece of it with you, and that piece is all the strength that you have grown within yourself, all the lessons you've learned. That's what you're taking with you, and now you're seeing, what can I do? I have this newfound experience and
Understanding.
understanding, and now the world is kind of your oyster. And I love this energy for everyone here. I feel like a lot of people could relate to this right now.
I really want you to notice how much you do have going for you right now. Actually, in this card, it's super interesting because this person's actually looking over ships. You can kind of see the ships in the background. He's on a cliff and he's looking over the ships that are coming into the dock. And the idea is that he's overlooking all the trade that's going on in his life, or their life, or her life. So really count your ducks that you have going for you and allow those ships to kind of come to shore so you can celebrate all of the great things that you have done and that are going to come in too.
Okay.
Take the lead.
I'm honestly getting that's more of the past. And I guess it could be kind of advice on, like we're saying, you're on a new path right now. You're going into something new, and you have established so much for yourself. Don't let thoughts of the past start to get you back down. Don't go back into your old patterns.
I like
your
that.
old patterns of thinking, your old habits. And if something inconvenient or challenging comes up, don't let that bring you all the way back down to where you were before. Take it in stride and remember that it's just like a little piece of the journey of the puzzle, but it doesn't have to mean that you have to go all the way back down to rock bottom or all the way back to where you were before. Okay? So it's just a reminder to not let your thoughts spiral and get you back down, okay? You're on your new path here, you know.
Excellent. We're fielding questions. If anybody has a question, feel free to type it in the chat, and we're taking questions. Oh, they want to see what we look like.
You know, maybe tomorrow we can do a little face reveal. Not tonight.
Oh,
not
wait.
tonight.
So that's what I'm going to tell you to get up the cards so we can see. Oh, all through the camera. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to adjust them as she's placing them down because she can't see. I'm guiding the camera, Kath. So that's why I'm trying to help adjust Sarah while she's laying them out. Thank you for telling us, though, Kath. That's helpful. Thank you. We're taking questions. If you have another question, Kath, we can help you out again. Or anybody else.
Oh, you want me to see me pulling them out? I'll do that next time. I'll do that going forward. I didn't really think about that, but that makes sense. Let's see. Any more questions?
Yeah, we're
tonight?
Fielding questions. If anybody has a question, we'll take a few more.
Yeah, we can take a couple more, and then we'll have to wind down for the evening.
Take a couple more questions. This is like and no other tarot reading that you've ever had. These are two tarot readers giving the reading at once.
Super unique.
Couples readings, work readings,
Oh, don't
love
look at my nails.
readings.
Maybe that's why I wasn't showing.
Oh, she's asking about another guy. So OJ's intentions towards Kath. He's a Sagittarius and Kath is an Aries. What's up, Kathy? Something's up with you and the fire signs. What's going on there?
Because she's also a fire sign.
I know. I've always noticed fire
And the
signs.
two of them are just creating a huge flame of the
I've
forest.
noticed fire signs always do best with other fire signs.
Yeah, because it keeps them, they're on the same level. They're like, let's go, 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 go.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Fire signs always do best with other fire signs.
Oh yeah. Okay, so back to your question. I'm sorry. We're
She's
getting
laughing.
getting on a tangent here.
Yeah.
About OJ. OJ and
OJ
his
and Kath.
intentions.
Yeah, what's his intentions towards Kath?
What are OJ's intentions?
I want you
here?
to take the lead on this one.
I have gotten this so many times
That's a lot, yeah.
this night, and I promise I'm
Yeah, they need to
keeping. So, I mean, I don't want to say something off the bat. I mean, I will say something off the bat, but it'll be completely out of here. But I'm thinking he's almost kind of looking down on you. Almost kind of feeling like he has something to show off, or he kind of feels like he has got you under his, not control, but he like has something over you almost. But let me see if there's something else I could say. For the love of all things, we're getting them a lot.
You know what? All right, Kath. I'm actually going to shuffle this deck. Hang on one second. This is Kath. I'm going to do we're going to do the reading a little bit differently here. All right, Kath, we're going to answer your question, and then we're probably going to log off for the night because we got to recollect with each other and talk about a few things. We're going to start doing readings at a local shop here together, and we got to okay, now we're getting somewhere. All right, Kath, I've got an answer for you. I think OJ is trying to take you away from N. Now, OJ is kind of fielding it like some sport. And if you get in OJ's boat here, he will take care of you. And it honestly, you might like it. You might like OJ's intentions towards you. He's really trying to court you. You see how the knight is presenting the pentacle? OJ might be a little more financially stable than N. You never know. He might not. But he does seem to be a bit more grounded in the way that he's approaching you. I think that OJ is going to stimulate you a little more intellectually than N. I think that it would be a healthy relationship either way. They're both fire signs. One is a little more protective than the other. I'm almost getting the feeling that that N is I'm almost getting the feeling that OJ wants to protect you from N, but I might be wrong. Either way, you're going to find yourself in a lot of balance between both of the relationships and kind of allow yourself to be taken care of by either man. I really want to encourage you to just sit down and weigh both relationships and how you can gain what you need from either one. So find the beauty in every single man or woman, pronoun, whatever, and just analyze everything. Look at all of the patterns and go make your decision from there. Oh, they don't know each other. Okay, that's fine. That's probably for the better. That's probably for the better. You don't want that. That's not good. So let's get a clarifying card here. I'm cutting the deck. I'm gonna get 2 clarifying cards. I'm going to say go for swift change. Give OJ a chance because you want to kind of let them. It sounds like OJ's intentions are balanced, controlled, but then seem a little bit quick for you. So just take a step back. Tell OJ you want to think that he has good intentions, but you just feel like he's moving a little too fast. So allow yourself to take a step back and really look at everything that's going on. It may be kind of like a bouncy, topsy-turvy, turbulent ride, but in the end, it'll all work out. I don't see any negative transformation happening. I do want to say that if you do think that OJ is a little bit malicious, allow yourself to move quickly away from that and transform yourself into a new person. I hope that helped, Kat. All right, we're going to take one last question from AP, and then we're going to shut it down for the night. All right, AP, what's your question? We'll take one more question. One more question. Throw it up in the chat. Oh. Is Anush a person? Anush. It's a no contact situation. Anush current feelings for Alicia. Ooh, what is Anush's current feelings for Alicia? And it's a no contact situation.
Is Alicia asking or Anush?
Is Anush asking or Alicia? Alicia's asking.
Alicia's asking about Anush.
Alicia's asking about Anush. Okay. You want to take this one?
Yeah, we're currently shuffling.
We're shuffling the deck. Hang in there.
All right, Alicia.
We got you. It's the last reading of the night.
Alicia. This one, okay. 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 I am getting some heavier, sadder feelings. This can just be the energy between you two in general. It looks like I'm getting, I worked so hard. I was trying to do X, Y, and Z for you, and you weren't feeling it. You weren't appreciating it. I'm feeling like one of you or both of you were just working so hard trying to make things work out, and it just wasn't landing. You're both just feeling like you almost had to just give up. Like, where do we go from here? And this card right here is definitely showing feelings of, heartbreak. The fact that it's in reverse could say that, after some reflecting on what happened, how could things have gone wrong? Maybe that means it's possible for mending. It's possible that things could be reflected on enough to the point where you both will be ready to break the no contact and will be ready to at least talk about it. At least talk about what went wrong and your feelings with each other. So I'm kind of getting the sense that this isn't going to be no contact forever.
They said there was a misunderstanding.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. There's just some kind of disconnect between you, and it's just, it is some sad energy, honestly.
Thank you, Kath. We hope so too.
Let me just get a couple more cards for you, Alicia. A couple more cards. Okay. A lot of reflecting going on right now. A lot of reflecting. A lot. It kind of felt like it just came crashing down, honestly.
They said they're feeling stuck, but the reading is right on.
Yeah, there's just a lot of heavy feelings here, honestly. I keep saying that, but it's true. There's a lot of thinking about what happened. It kind of came crashing down. The fact that these are in reverse, though, here, again, I think is just encouraging you to, reflect on it, but see how you can grow from it and see how, try to think of the positives, how you can move on, and whether that's with Anush or not, that's just up to to you guys think go?
They say when they talk, they fight again and again.
Yeah. Okay.
Whenever they talk, they just fight.
Yeah, I think you guys will be able to talk through it after this period of reflection. I wouldn't jump into talking to each other. I wouldn't break no contact thing just because you miss him. I think you know deep down that it wasn't the healthiest relationship for you guys. I'm not seeing maybe that he is your person, really. You would know. But that's just not the reality of this relationship. And you are going to be so okay, by the way. You're going to be so okay, and you will get to this point. But overall, right now,
It's
no contact in a little while, but just don't force it and don't force the relationship because you're not going to be happy doing that. I hope this helps for you, Alicia. I'm really thinking about you.
okay. I think that Elise says she can't stop thinking about him.
Yeah. Feeling attached to someone. Heartbreak is literally one of the hardest things we go through. Understand. No, well, it's
Their mind off of it. This is how you're gonna get your mind off of it, and then we're gonna call it a night. New man.
Nick says this is your new passion outside of a relationship to just try and pour your energy and thoughts into. I know it's the hardest thing to not think about that person, get over it. But if you at least try your best to lean into something that you have a passion for, something that sparks some sort of joy and action.
All right, that's it. Thank you for coming, everybody. Please like and subscribe.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. This is Nicholas and Sarah logging out.
Signing out.